welcome. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of something I think is going to be really powerful. It's going to be memorable, and I hope it's going to be relatable. So I started this YouTube channel out with morning and evening prayer videos straight out of my bed. Pajamas, glasses, hair collywampus, and been on quite a journey since then. And now I have a media team, and we have, the best cameras in the world, and fancy lights, and Saks Fifth Avenue clothes, and all the things that I'm not getting rid of. Like, we're still gonna do those videos, but there's so much more. There's just so much more. There's so much more to this journey than curated videos and perfect lighting, and that's just what I want to do here. So I'm not sure if vlogging is still a thing. I'm sure it is, but I'm starting a vlog, and this is going to be me here. This is my prayer corner, which is tucked into the back of my closet. It's going to be at night, which is not my best part of the day. I'm not going to lie. I'm very unmagical at nighttime. But it seems to me that there is a call for more vulnerability. There is a call to hear new systems, and really an invitation to break some of the old systems. And that's what I want to do here. I want to break some old systems of how things need to be ran, systems of perfection and fame, and instead, let's build a new system. Let's build a new system of realness, of vulnerability, of truth. And that's how it's always been for me, and that's how I wanted to keep going. So I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot of me talking about my days and talking about how I'm building a multi-million-dollar company as a single mom of 5 kids. And while money is not the thing, I just think money is a measurer. And so I can say I'm building a multi-million-dollar company shows the measure of output and effort I'm putting into building a company. But it's not about the money. For me, it's about the impact. For me, it's about, if I can make 10 million this year, what's the impact I'm having on humanity? If I can make 10 million this year, in 2026, whose lives could I actually change? And that's the goal. Impact has always been the goal. Service has always been the goal. And money is just a measurer. So I just think, well, this is a story to be told. Today, for example, I woke up at 7. I let myself sleep in. I got to come here into my prayer corner. I got to meet with God. And I'm working on clearing out an old identity that just no longer serves me. It's an identity that actually has been running a lot of my life. And I saw it. I saw it a few days ago. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's time to release this identity. So I sat with God today for about 30 minutes, cleared out my chakras, handed over this identity to God. Like, God, you got to clear this out. I need a new one in. I need a new system placed in. So all before 7:30 a.m., rebooted my DNA codes with God, cleared out my cells, and jumped in the shower and got ready. And then I went downstairs and made breakfast for my kids, and I voice memoed my assistant, Nikki, who's the best, all of the things that we are working on. We have a lot of projects going on. We have a lot of irons on the fire, and letting her know, like, this is what's happening right now. This is what needs to be going on. jumped into my office by 8:30 and started to build out the back end system of this new program that we're launching January 1st. And while I did that, my little one woke up. He's 11. So I went out, fed him, gave him hugs, talked to him for a little bit, and then jumped on a coaching call with one of my clients, Tanya, who is coming here to Boise in 3 weeks to finish writing 2 books. She already wrote one, published it. She wrote it when she was pregnant, published it when her baby was 9 months old. And she's already written 2 more books in the last 3 months. So she's coming to Boise so we can sit with her and these books and her podcast and her business. And I just get so deeply excited for my authors. Tanya is one of the most brilliant women I've ever met. And to sit with her for an hour today and hear the passion behind why she's writing these books and the vulnerability that she is and the power that she brings to the world is just so inspiring, and it just reminds me of why I do what I do. So I get off that call with Tanya, just so lit up, so excited, throw my laptop in my backpack, grab my daughter, we jump in the car, we drive 40 minutes to the ortho, because of course they couldn't get me into the ortho that was 5 minutes away. So we drove 40 minutes, had a lovely little drive together, get there, meet the ortho, sit down while they're working on her teeth for 45 minutes. I have my laptop open and I'm building funnels as I do. And I'm building all of the funnels that need to happen for our new program. And I'm working on the emails that need to go out. I'm working on the landing pages that we're building. I take a quick 15-minute business call with Mona, who's my head project manager. And we're going over details as we're building this new program. We're helping a few new authors begin to publish. And so we're walking through all of those steps. I jump back in. I make sure I'm there for the last few minutes of the ortho appointment. We get back in the car and I'm running late. I didn't know that ortho appointment was going to take that long. So I end up having to take a call in the car with the editor who is helping me edit the TV show. And we went over like, okay, here are the next few steps. Episode 1, episode 2 are almost done. Going over like, these are the other things that are really needing to happen for us to complete season 1 so we can get it up on TV. Go through that whole conversation. Get home, realize, well, I've got, this 40-minute drive home. There's just no way I'm going to make lunch in time. And so I Uber eat Little Caesars to the door so that the second we get home, we got Little Caesars for the kids. And I hop straight on to a call with a man I met in Austin who's just brilliant. And he shared with me his story. He shared with me this brilliant message that he's meant to write. And I was so honored to be able to sit and channel with him today and help him get more clarity, help him see more visions for this book. And then I was so blessed to meet with Kobe. Kobe's one of the authors that we are about to publish. And I've been able to have 3 immersions with Kobe. And Kobe is a walking prophet on this planet. He, sitting with him in prayer and hearing the book that came through for him, I mean, it changed my life. What he received in this book changed my life. I've never heard some of these concepts and principles. And my favorite moment of writing with him was 3 weeks ago when I sat on these red rocks in St. George, Utah for 5 hours. We sat in prayer. And it was a 5-hour prayer. And in that 5-hour prayer, the finality of his book came through. And it was so profound and so beautiful. And it then radically changed my life. It radically changed his life. It threw both of us into like a tailspin of transformation and a little bit of health issues like came up because it like ricocheted through our bodies. But next week we put his book through editing. And gosh, there's just so much beauty and joy in my life to be able to sit with such amazing leaders and hear these messages and watch these books come to life. But really, it's when I watch these books come to life, it makes them come alive. It's one and the same. When the book begins to breathe, the leader breathes deeper. When the book begins to become liberated, the one who wrote is liberated. And it's just, it's like the sweetest, most beautiful joy ever. And so I got done. My kids hung out together today. They are older, 11, 14, 16. They hung out, did their thing. By 3:30, I was done with all my work calls. I take a 15-minute power nap, and as I'm getting over this cough, and I threw them all in the car. We drove 30 minutes to Meridian, which is the nearest town that has like a mall. And we returned a sweatshirt from Christmas, got some Vans instead, came home, and luckily at 7 a.m. this morning I threw a crock pot on. So when we got home, we had this beautiful roast. I was able to make steak sandwiches for all the kids, especially, the boys, make them a few steak sandwiches, because I have an 18-year-old as well. And sitting down and eating with them for a few minutes, and I had to jump on a call again at 6. Went over some strategy with somebody I've just met. It was super helpful, really amazing. Get off that call, and I came out into the living room to play some Farkle. So I don't know if you've ever played Farkle, but it's a dice game that's actually super fun. And so me and Jones, this is my 11-year-old, we sat and played dice for a while until we realized that we have to start practicing driving in the truck that I just bought my 16-year-old, because it's huge. So he gets in the truck, drives me to the gas station so we can get some drive time in, right? And meanwhile, between any of all this, I'm in my text threads with my CFO. We're transferring money around, because tomorrow I'm paying to be a sponsor of this huge stage. Kate Northrup, which is like one of my favorite women thought leaders, and I got the opportunity to not only sponsor her event, but speak on her stage. So in the middle of driving to the gas station and practicing driving in the truck, I'm moving money with my CFO so we can pay that tomorrow. And I get home from the gas station. I am exhausted, and I have plans to snuggle into my bed and to finish the funnel that I started at the orthodontist this morning. But then my 16-year-old got invited to go hang out with his friends, of course, in Meridian, which is another 30 minutes away. And I just, it's Christmas break. And so we get in the car, we get in his new truck, and he's driving. It's the first time we've driven 30 minutes in his truck. And it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment when it was like we got into this rhythm, and I just looked at him and I'm like, this is your truck. Like, you get this in 4 weeks when you get your license. And it was just this moment of gratitude, and just like so grateful that I could buy that truck for him. So grateful to have these moments, these little snippets with my children. Every working mother will tell you that they wish they had more time with their children, especially a single mother, and we only get them every other week. But I do find that the moments I have are so tender, and I'm so grateful. So I got to drive him down, and all of his friends got to see his new truck, and I got home, and I have a cough, and my 11-year-old has a cough, so I'm filling up all the humidifiers, getting him his cough medicine. And probably my favorite part of the day is that I still have one kid who lets me tuck him in, so I get him all snuggled into his bed. I get to pray with him and sing to him. Just grateful. So it is 10:30 at night. I did not get my funnels finished. I am quite tired. But I'm ending here at this video because it feels like this is what I'm being asked to do. And so maybe you got something from this, maybe you didn't. But really what I hope is to, one, invite you to look at all that you do every day. It's so easy as a mother to look at the end of the day and see the list that did not get done. It's so easy as an entrepreneur to get to the end of the day and see your gaps and see where you didn't win, where you didn't close a sale, where you're behind in cash flow. But what I found, what I have been doing for the last 55 days, is at the end of every day I sit and I witness to myself all that I have done. And as I have done this, it has only given me more momentum, more self-love, and appreciation for myself. So your day may not look like mine, but your day was a day. And if you could just sit and witness, it would bring momentum into your life. You would honor yourself deeper, and you would start to witness the gains. You would see the greatness. And so today, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to meet with God for a minute. This is where I meet with God. I'm going to do a quick prayer, and then I'm going to snuggle into bed and get some rest. Then I will wake up early and I will finish these funnels. But here's something that I know, is that many people will tell you that your dreams are too crazy, that you can't do it on your own. And I hope that my stories will show you that neither of those things are true. While I have had people say those words to me, that I could not do this on my own, that my dreams were too big and too wild and too crazy. But I live by one single principle, and it is simply this: I am already alive. Right now, I am alive. And if I am alive, then I am going to go full send. Today, tomorrow, and every single day. Because I'm going to squeeze the most out of this precious thing called life. Maybe that's our sign off. I don't know. All I have to say is I'm grateful. I am here. Let's go.